And I was reminded of this topic when I recently bought myself some what's called resistance band. These are great for exercising and really building muscles, and not consider that great when one is working in a therapeutic context. When we think about it in the context of therapy, often it's assigned to the client. We never say the therapist is resistant, but we always say the client is resistant. Firstly, I have a question about a way of phrasing that assigns the blame of not doing something with the client. And I love to look up the etymology of words. In when I looked up the word resistance, let me just read that out. It comes from Latin, which is about taking a stand against. It's a real powerful place of agency where someone, maybe consciously or unconsciously, is saying no. I would like us to begin there, honoring this place of taking a stand. And then when we think about the ways it shows up, some of that, could be classified as aspects that are not supportive of therapeutic processes. For example, being able to reach a place on time, or not being able to settle, or going so much in the past that someone's not able to stay present in the moment here and now. And a lot of this can be softly negotiated between the therapist and the client to work out what are some supports that can allow the client to arrive and be present, and what resources are needed to make that possible. So let's take that away and then really look at resistance in other places. Let's imagine a scenario where, when anything is offered by the therapist, the client has a reason why that's not going to be something they can do or join into. Here, if I think about the body, think about something is being pulled apart, and therefore there's a real sense of wanting it not to happen, because there could be a fear of this might go too far, or I don't know this terrain very well, I might collapse, or I might get fragmented, or I won't know how to hold myself up after this process is finished. So here it's really important for the therapist to learn how much and when, and how something is presented with each other. The other aspect is of unfamiliar, and so when clients change to a new therapist, the therapist is different, they sound different, their modalities are new and unfamiliar or unknown. Then it's like, oh, this swimming pool here is too deep and I don't know how to swim. And so it's really important for the therapist to be in the water with the client. And that means that one, as a therapist, might want to really sense into or double the feelings and vocalize some of, oh, that feels really hard. That can allow client to sense the alongsidedness in that experience. The other thing that is really important is play. So, for example, I have two different resistance bands here, and one has a little bit more give than the other. And so, if I just explore the qualities of resistance itself, as how much weight, where in the body am I resisting, how do I push and pull, what is this protecting me from, because often if I'm resisting something, it's a sort of self-preservation, it's self-protection. So really important to understand. And if we then go to the creative exploration, if that was a person or had a voice or was expressing something, let's say psychodramatically, what would they be saying in this moment? So again, these are the ways in which we can open up the field for ourselves, and instead of problematizing the situation as something's wrong, if we take the attitude of this makes absolutely perfect sense that you're responding in this way to me, with me in this moment, then it allows us to be creative about how to be in that scenario, in that context. So I hope both as a client and as a therapist, and or both, you feel seen in this offering of mine. And thank you so much for your time. Take care. Bye.